Hey y'all. Um, Someone told me, it was Jerry. He is so funny. We were talking about tripods, and he sent me an email and he goes, you need a production person. I do. Anyway, there were a couple of things I was going to show y'all that I didn't get to because they were on the floor. Now, y'all, I know many of you will think that these things are ridiculous. But if you're walking and you have those little $2 rubber flip flops from Walmart, not that there's anything wrong with those, but you could have a warmer pair of footwear that is going to keep you um, from feeling those rocks so much. And I don't know about other people, but those plastic thingies that go between your toes, I get a blister immediately. It could be the way I walk. But anyway, I have these loafers. Now, I have drugged these shoes around for so long. I mean, I had these when I was married. 14 years I've drugged these shoes around. But you know what? Look at them. They're still in really good shape. Now, if I was living on the streets, would I love to have a pair of shoes like these? I sure would. Now, of course, I'm going to glue these little tassels together. You know, it is my hope that we are not going to pass on rags and holy things and stained, torn up things to these folks. They have enough of that, okay? Now, y'all are going to laugh at me about these, but, and I struggled with this pair of shoes. One, because I really love them, but I don't wear them. I never go anywhere. They're not fancy, and some of y'all have seen these before. But like I said, if I didn't have any real shoes, would I like to have these? Yeah, but look at that. I know. But y'all, can you imagine feeling the rocks on the bottom of your feet all the time? These folks are constantly on the move. They're constantly on the move. And trust me, I have seen some of these folks. A lot of them are barefooted. They don't have the money to go into a thrift store and buy a pair of shoes. Now, as my funds will allow, I will start going into thrift stores and looking. Once I find out, you can't just go in and buy all kinds of shoes. Find out if this person needs or wants a pair of shoes. And if they do, what size do they need? I'm not looking to collect a bunch of stuff that I'm going to end up donating to a thrift store. That's not the purpose of this community project. Okay, and I told y'all, I kind of struggled with my Skechers. Marge and I had a pair just alike. Look at the little polka dot bows. Aren't they cute? These are probably the most comfortable pair of shoes in the world, except my blue slip-ons. Now, y'all, these are like brand new. I didn't, you know, I didn't wear them very much. Mostly if I was going somewhere, I have some like knit, a little bit nicer pants, and that's what I would wear them with. But I can't tell you the last time I wore a pair of those pants. I think Lorette was here and we went out to dinner. Oh, it could have been when I went to Hollywood and broke my wrist. I can never help getting a little dig in. But y'all, you know what? I just think, what's more important? The fact that I really like these and I don't wear them very much, or that they could bring somebody comfort? I'm not gonna lie. I thought a couple of times about keeping them. I'm like, but no. We don't just give out of our excess. We give till it hurts. So anyway, that's pretty much what I have for the ladies. And like I said, I don't have anything for the men. Oh, my throat is so dry. You have to have a little levity. You can't just be dead serious and let all this get you down. Look at the positive side. Don't be afraid for me. Pray for me. Encourage me. That's what I really need. You know what? I can't say enough. I'm not afraid. Now, if somebody grabs me by the throat and they have a big knife right here, I'm probably going to be wetting my panties, okay? I'm not going to lie about that either. But I'm not stupid, and I'm not going to put myself in a position where anybody can do that to me. When I'm at the van with things to pass out to folks, I am not going to be there alone. I'm not. I may have mental illness, but I'm not completely stupid. Trust me, okay? Now, with that said, y'all, I can't tell you how much it touches me that you do care and you are concerned, and I appreciate it. I don't want you to think that I don't appreciate it. It's like having this big, wonderful family of brothers and sisters. And some of you folks that have been with me for a long time may remember me talking about my aunt that had this great, big, huge Victorian house in Caribou, Maine. And I used to fantasize about all my family living there and being together and eating and hustling and bustling in the kitchen. So y'all mean the world to me. Don't think that you don't, and that I don't appreciate your thoughts and your prayers and your kindness. Now, I am going to move on, long-winded. I really do need a drink this time. Glenda, sweetie, I see why you do that. Here is a question. Now, when I have either given someone a fast food lunch, a bag of cookies, anything, some money, I always make sure to look them in the eye and tell them that God loves them. Now, here's the thing. I asked one of my really good friends on here, Teresa, And I asked the director of Bread of Life, his name is Tim, what do you say to a homeless person who has lost everything? They are being abused, they're cold, hungry, they don't have good shoes, they don't have a coat or a jacket. It gets cold here, y'all. When that sun goes down in Oceanside, it gets cold. We get big breezes off that ocean. So that's the question that I had for them. And Teresa asked her sister because she said she's a bit more knowledgeable than she is in that department. And her sister said, now I am not quoting verbatim, but she said something to the effect of, you would ask them, do they love Jesus? Do they love God? I think that's a very good thing to ask them. And Tim said, tell them that Jesus had nothing. He didn't have a home. He didn't have a closet full of clothes. He didn't have a lot of money. He wore sandals all the time. He walked miles and miles in the dirt. But he trusted his Father to take care of him. So I've never had anyone ask me that question before, but I wanted to be prepared. Now, one thing that I thought of, and one thing that I put in the little note that I put in the snack bags was that I didn't give up hope, and I tried to help the people around me to take my mind off of my situation, and that I had faith, and that God sent me to help them. Now, I think I'm pretty well armed. Here's the other thing that I have talked about before, y'all. All of us are not Christians. We're not. Some of us might be Buddhist. Some of us might be, help me out here, y'all. I don't know, but you know, there are many religions in this world, and there are atheists and agnostics. I don't judge anybody by whether or not they are a Christian. God doesn't do that. So why am I going to do it? But I can tell you one thing about me. Now I became a Christian when I was a little girl. I was pretty young. But you can't really talk me into anything. You can't shove something down my throat. You can't talk to me about it ad nauseum. If I see someone, though, and I think, wow, it's so cool that he does that. Just like the young man in the thrift store the other day, I was so blown away by that young man who happened to hear my conversation That's what makes an impression on me. So I think that just by being available with a few kind words, a new t-shirt, that will show them that we care. And if we just happen to mention that, God sent me to help you a little bit. Not, I'm here to bless you in the name of Jesus, and you need to get down on your knees right now and accept him as your Savior. No. Good grief. I'll leave that to the preachers. I just want to show a little love and kindness and respect. Now, do not send as much as a pair of socks to be given out if you don't feel 100% comfortable. Okay? Now, the person that was talking about in a comment I saw, well, you talk, but I don't see any evidence of it. I'm not going to believe you until I see you with my own eyes giving some of this stuff that you want to a homeless person. Y'all, that's so ridiculous. Homeless people do not want to be in a video. Regular folks don't want to be in a video. That's stupid. And if I was really a scammer and a con artist, I could get somebody to stand up there and fake it. I could get some homeless person and say, hey, hun, I'll give you $20 if you just stand there and let me hand you this packet of clothing. Come on. A scam artist, a liar, a thief. There's always a way. Always. You see it on television specials. You see it in real life. You've experienced it yourself. You've been lied to and cheated on and all this stuff. Please, don't do it. And whatever you do, do not send money, okay? Now, I know there are a couple of y'all that have been very generous with me, and I know you trust me or you wouldn't do that. Oh, Lord, help those people. Sometimes I really don't like living so close to the fire station. But anyway, you guys, this is not me. This is all of us that participate, including the people who just send good wishes or pray. It doesn't matter what you do. Whatever you do, you're part of it. This is a community thing. And I will make sure that these folks know that. I have a YouTube channel, and a lot of my subscribers are involved in trying to help a few of y'all. I hope you know that. Would I do it if none of y'all trusted me, if none of y'all wanted to contribute anything? I would still do it. I'm not going to let that hold me back. I'll get out here in the community and ask people for stuff. I've already asked a few people. The kid at Walmart, Leo, the lady and her brother whose daddy passed away over here. I see them pretty frequently, and I ask them to spread the word. There's a way to do stuff. I'm not trying to take anything from anybody, but I know some of y'all are very kind-hearted. Some of y'all are able, and some of you aren't. It's just that simple. So I love y'all very much. I've got to go get dog food, feminine protection, and glucosamine. How could I let myself run out of that? So I got all dressed up and, put my duds on and uh, either wear them or get rid of them. Wear them or get rid of them. And it really does not hurt me to step out of the cottage without looking like something the cat drug up. I often think when I go out in my pajamas to go through the drive-through or pick up Terry, what would I do if I had an accident and I had to get out of my car? I'd get out of my car. I hate to say it, but I don't care. I don't stink. My teeth are brushed. I'm okay with that. So, I'll let y'all go, and I'll try to get this up pretty quick. And I know that we're praying for Miss Phyllis's family. And I'm so happy that she's happy and whole. No pain. So, do something fun today. And I got a little something to tell you that happened to me in the middle of the night. Talk to you later. Bye now.